Greetings, Dennis Daniels here. This is a Google Doc that was generated from this Google Sheet. I used, let's go here to take a look at the code. Extensions, app script. I'll put the code into a Gist repo. I built this using Claude.ai. Google Gemini could not even get close to functioning code, much less this 300 plus lines of code to generate this. Now what it does, you pass it a template URL. Here's the template, and this is the formatting. Keep in mind, using tables will not work, and it's very fussy, so you need to be careful with your templates. Test is my recommendation, but the code does work. Control A, Control C, and I'll go ahead and create a Gist right now before I forget. And we'll call this Google Sheet to Google Doc Template Auto Filler, and we'll call this code.gs, whatever, doesn't matter. I will create a public gist, and there it is. So I'll share that in the description below. So what it does, it analyzes this template, which is here, and that's important because if your variables at the top do not match the template, it will not work. So here are the values, and you just confirm that the values match the curly braces and the name. The font, etc., you can mess with in the template. Again, test because it's not super reliable, especially with tables. So let's generate the document. And you can see I've already done a couple tests here before. And it processes, and there we go. Click to open, and there it is. So that's all well and good. And if we want to, again, if we want to modify the template, we can say something like I would like to think that destination will be good for information, and I save that, and now let's go ahead and run it one more time. Destination, let's just make sure I spelled it correctly. Yeah, okay, and information is good. All right, so save just for giggles, and now we're going to run it. Because it's already in there, I'm not going to mess with that. I'll just go ahead and make sure nothing has changed. All of my variables are still the same, and we'll give this a new name, generate document. Click to open, and there is, okay, here is exactly what I said, and you can see that it is ready to go. All right, again, I tested some variations with tables. It totally failed, don't know why. And some of the spacing, for whatever reason, I had indented these with tabs, and some of it worked and some of it didn't. I don't know why. And again, here's some tabbing or spacing. I used tabs, but the tabs were ignored in this one, ignored in this one, ignored in this one, or unevenly applied. Actually, this one did work. You can see the tabbing is correct, or is it? No, copy pasta should be indented, which it's not. This is one of my first tests, test A, and this is one of the first outputs as I was working through the variables. I highly recommend you create a folder where you keep everything in the same place so you can test your own output. I will put the gist URL into the description. Thank you for watching. If this is useful for you, please hit the subscribe and like button. Thank you and happy computing.